Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty something spammer, and I said something because I still am not totally sure what am I going to spam in this game, because friends called me, the mighty carrier spammer. I would call myself more of like, mighty void ray spammer, but my most favorite unit must be the Phoenix, so maybe it will be simply the mighty Phoenix spammer. Anyway, as you can hear, the music quality is awfully low. The reason for that? Well, I did discover that, when I'm running the music on the same computer that is running the replay, it sometimes lags, because I have to use this crappy Windows Movie Watcher, whatever it's called, I do not even remember, to launch the music. And because of that, I decided to launch it on my netbook, and you can hear that it was actually a pretty bad idea. Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit quiet. Just hold on, ignore the fact that I'm not talking to you. Okay, it should be better now. Anyway, you will have to live with that for this single video, because I'm sorry, but I think I will simply, I don't know, maybe burn the music from the Starcraft on a CD. I'll have to check if it is forbidden or not. I'll think of something and see what I can do to make the music right, so you can hear it in a nice quality, but it will not affect this computer and lag. And I see that I should have restarted it, because it still lags even after I turned it off. Anyway, you have to live with that. I am too lazy, too tired right now to do anything. As you can hear, I did change I did change the scroll speed settings, and I should really get into the replay. We've got two players over here. First, we've got Blue Zerg, who is Hildi, whatever, something. Let's call him Dai, or her. And yeah, so far nothing really important going on, because this is the opening minutes. And on the other side, we've got MIMD Muslim. I'll call him Muslim, and he's playing as the Popu Terran. So he already got his gas extraordinarily fast. Actually, this is as fast as I get it, but I assume that he's not going for the standard M&M tactic. He will go for the tech. Possibly, I don't know, siege tanks. Siege tanks against Zerg? Well, they can do, I guess. Meanwhile, oh, I see that once again, I did not check if Dai went for the spawning pool before or after the hatchery, but I do actually think that this time it was before, which is making it a standard tactic, I guess semi-standard tactic in Starcraft 2, because you can't tell too much about standard tactics so far. It is a very early stage of the beta yet. And why the music is not playing? Okay, I guess my netbook is a netbook and cannot handle the music alone. You will have to live with that. Actually, wait, I hear something. Wow, it does play something. Wow, incredible. I love my netbook. Actually, I really do. It's great for writing things, but not the best for anything else. So, meanwhile, I still see some lag. I'm really sorry about that, but I am not going to make this videocast again, because this is the old patch, and there's already a new patch. Patch number something something something. I call it the 7. It does change a lot of stuff in Starcraft 2. It generally buffs the Terran quite a lot, and kind of debuffs the Zerg in many aspects, and debuffs the Protoss while buffing them a little bit. I mean, Protoss got the debuff for the Psystorm, which is a huge nerf, while their photon cannons get buffed. Okay, I guess there was a reason for it, because honestly I never saw a reason to buff the photon cannons, but I will not complain as an old school Protoss player. Actually, I'm not really old school, but who cares? Anyway, as you can see, my prediction was right. Actually, Muslim is going for the Tex Lab, which probably means that he is going to make some high tier units. Oh, I'm so smart. And I doubt it will be Force, because, as you know, Force do not excel in fight against Protoss or Zerg. They are decent against fight. What is this lag? Oh my, sorry for that. Huge lag going on, and I will not do anything about it, because I simply can't. This is the Windows and I hate it. I can only pause it and see if I can turn off some of the computer systems. Hold on. Alright, I did turn off a lot of stuff. I hope it helps. If not, I'm sorry. You have to live with that single videocast. I'm not asking for too much. I am really sorry, but I do not want to make it again. I had to repeat a videocast from CNC3 not a long time ago for 7 times. It got me really annoyed, and since that I never want to, you know, start making videocasts once again after I, you know, said something. Actually, I said a lot. So anyway, let's have a quick check what Muslim is actually doing with this tech lab. He's moving his barracks so he can move his units, and he's actually going for the Hellions, and he's researching the upgrade for them, while he's also making some Marauders, I do not really know how to call those guys. And meanwhile, what is the Zek response? He is getting a lot of gas. He's got already a single sector, but he's getting more, and he's got roaches. They excel at fight against Hellions, because Hellions are the kind of counter to Zerglings. They deal small amount of damage but in the line, so they are powerful against weak units, but roaches are definitely not weak. They have the armor of the mothership itself, and they deal a nice amount of damage. And as you can see, the Hellions actually hesitate to go in. They have to simply, you know, outmaneuver those roaches and get into the line of the resources and try to deal some damage, but 3 of them I do not think will make it into the enemy's base. Those roaches are really powerful against those guys. Meanwhile, as you can see, Muslim, I keep missing the names, is spawning larvas as often as he can, and now he's sending a scouting roach that is going to try and harass those Hellions, but those Hellions are fast and agile enough to kill it even with its insane regeneration speed. As you can see, more roaches coming into play, but those Hellions are simply going to tear them to pieces. Meanwhile, let's have a quick look at the production menu. We have a spine crawler coming up for the Zerg player, a various choice as it excels at destroying the Hellions. Meanwhile, as you can see, Dai is going for the Hydras, and he will actually get some upgrades for them. Yeah, there we go, the Zerg missile attack level 1 going up, while I can see that the infantry weapons level 1 is going up for Terran as well. So they are both upgrading almost at the same time, but seems like Terran is actually going to go for the standard M&M as he is researching the reactor, which allow him to spam units. And here we go, Hydros, a great counter for those Hellions. And what is this? This is allowing the roaches to move while they are underground, so they're going to see some sneaky action. One roach going down, beautiful flames. I could right now eat a sandwich with this kind of roach, you know, a little bit crispy, you know, a little bit chunky, and this would be delightful. I guess that you do not have to necessarily agree with me and my taste, but I do not force you to, do I? Yes, I do force you to eat liver from those roaches, yeah! Excuse me for that, I just had to be a little bit more demonic. And what do we see now? Actually, this reactor was meant for the starport. I guess we are going to see the M&M tactic with, yeah, there we go, a lot of medivacs coming out, and the armory as well, which means that we are going to see some upgrades for the Zerg, you know, armored units, as you can guess for the armory name. And I can see the Carpens and the jaw reconstruction upgrades, which means that the roaches are going to get mad upgraded. They will have an insane regeneration speed under the ground, and they will also have even better armor than they have now. And now, as I said, they have the armor of the mothership. Honestly, by the way, I do not think that the mothership is really well created, because it is kind of like the Arbiter, but you can only have one at once. It can cloak the buildings, but as well it is much worse in my opinion. It costs a much more, so they should simply get the Arbiter back to game instead of mothership, even though I love the mothership's design. Or they could simply make the mothership work. I mean, you should have multiple of them at once. They should cost less and be much less effective. But you know, they should make something different from the Arbiter if they want it to be called mothership. Right now it is the Arbiter, but it is way weaker and you can only have one at once. I do not know how to fix it, I'm not a pro player, but I know that it definitely needs this fix. And as you can see, Terran player is researching a lot of those upgrades. He's getting the, you know, the armor upgrade, he's getting the steam pack, which, as you know, access advantage against Zerg. Why Zerg? Dai has actually gone for the high yield expansion, which will give him a huge economic boost. Let's have a quick look at the income so far.